Howdy, Hemmy.
Howdy, Big Red.
All right. Oh, I'm an idiot. I didn't hook up my fucking hoses. Got to have the hoses for the braces.
Take care of your hose.
Yeah. Howdy, Agape.
What's going on?
Oh, I got blown today.
Oh, nice. A lot lizard finally caught up with you, huh?
Yeah, I guess so. I lost a drive tire.
Oh, no shit. Where are you at right now?
I just got out of the fucking repair.
You still in Sioux Falls?
Yeah,
Oh,
not not for long though.
you lost a tire coming in last night or today?
Today I was pulling out of town, went around the corner, pretty heavy. I probably should have gone slower. Up she went,
Oh,
but I made the scale weight, so it shouldn't have fucked up like that, but it did.
now you're hauling meat to Texas?
Yep. McAllen.
Not Laredo?
Nope, not Laredo.
Oh, McAllen's got that shitty fucking dirt lot place where you got to pay to have them unload, doesn't it?
That's exactly right. That's where I'm going.
Oh, great.
$120.
I'd turn them into the Better Business Bureau.
You know what?
Was it your inside dually or outside?
It was the inside.
So it wasn't a curb, you didn't curb it or anything.
No. It's a fucking my company buys the very cheapest retread, so it's just probably just tired.
Maybe that was part of your truck pulling last night. That gator was getting ready to come off.
Yeah. Probably, it might have been. Might have been.
It might have been getting a little squishy.
Might have been flapping.
So when did you try
somebody was naughty. They're getting towed out of here.
Uh-oh. From the casino.
Yeah, it looks like they tried to go through the fucking Jersey barrier the wrong way.
Oh, nice. So you're going to drive all night, huh?
Yeah, I guess so. Let's see, it's
Did
what,
you
7 o'clock now? I'll be driving till 1
did you
or till I get tired.
when did you win playing your little game today?
Well, that's the thing, is it never ends. So it's not a winning or losing sort of thing. You survive and try and profit. Sort of like real life.
Well, you didn't die, did you?
No, I didn't die.
Well, then you won.
That's
You
my
won in
joke.
life.
You're stealing my joke.
I didn't know that I did. Sorry.
Amy Schumer.
Hey, you pricks that got everybody calling me agape now, you assholes.
I blame Frank.
Me too.
I was just on Chaos's stream and Outlaws in there, and he's like, "Hey, agape," and then freaking Primo goes, "I thought his name was Agape." Frank keeps saying it, and everybody else hears it and thinks that's what it is, and it's like, no, that was not the intention. If you look at the avatar, the ape's got its mouth agape, not agape. Oh, Frank.
Francis. Shit. Spilled my cheese. That's a travesty.
Yeah, I watched JR's talking about retreads make him nervous. I was watching one of the Mythbusters, and they showed a motorcycle tire coming, or a semi tire coming off and hitting a mannequin head at 60 miles an hour, and it ripped his head clean off. And I thought, man, I do not hang around semis when I'm on my bike.
Well, my truck was very polite. It kept everything together. But it was fucking completely thrashed by the time I got it back here.
A few years ago, where the heck was I? I think it was not too far from home. And a semi had a tire come apart in front of me, and a big, huge chunk came straight up in the air, and my vehicle went underneath of it. And it didn't hit my windshield or anything. I was like, whoa. That tire was coming apart in pieces, going every direction.
I was passing a semi down in Texas one time when I was still married to the first wife. And it had a blowout just seconds before we were about ready to get parallel with it. Tandem tires on the trailer. I watched this fucking thing shoot right in front of the car.
Yeah. The whole tire come off?
No, but fucking sidewall went sideways.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't go whoa, 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 anymore. Now it's just the normal sort of shaky, a little bit of shake because the fucking front end is not in alignment.
Yeah, you've probably
But
scrubbed
they
into
found
one of the tires enough now that now it's affecting it. You notice
yeah,
any uneven tread wear or anything?
yep, I did. I reported
Yeah.
it, and they said bring it to Laredo.
Say, okay, well, we'll have
Wish
an
I had that
alignment
kind
and
of money.
two new tires waiting for me.
it's still within uh, it's still within tolerance. Maybe it won't be when I get to Laredo, but
Hey, Schlitz
I
Malt
told
Liquor's
my
in here saying hi.
hey Schlitz, and there's Rigsy too. But you didn't say anything about him because you didn't care about Riggs. I could tell.
I was just flipping him shit over on Chaos's stream. And I fart in his general direction anyways.
Okay,
Hell,
we're
you're
going to
going
be
to be...
passing him very soon.
He's off tonight, too.
Hey Rigsy, meet me at the fucking oh, what you would call it, at the fucking Loves when I get closer.
He says, watching Chaos on the PC and you all on my phone. Tell him you'll buy him a Slim Jim. Oh, yeah!
Fuck, I've got a box full of Slim Jims. I'll let him have some.
Hey, did you... He says, okay, sounds good. Did you watch that reverse Randy Savage today?
I did. That was
Isn't that
fucking
funny?
hilarious.
Yeah, it says reverse Randy Savage. Looks like he just ate at Taco Bell. It looks like he's gonna shit his pants and stuff every time.
It really does.
I found another one with this other female wrestler, and I don't know if she was going to be his manager after him and Elizabeth split the sheets or what, but it's backwards and she's screeching like a harpy, and then they start feeding off of each other. Oh fuck, and it's all back, in the reverse. It was like he was speaking Japanese and she was speaking drunken screaming German or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rig says he'll head that way when you get close. Ugg Caveman's in here and he says, howdy, sorry for being drunk and excited last time. I have a lot to say about female nature. Also, he did not know that you were the driver. Shathis is here. I mean, Irish Viking. Kush is here.
Yes, all the good smelling people are here.
Yes.
Let's see who's backstage. It's Shathis.
What's going on, man?
On the road again.
Agape.
See? Another one. That Frank, I owe him. It doesn't help when the Canadians always saying it too.
Well, it's either mouth agape ape or mouth agape ape. I'm not sure which.
Yeah.
The agape
says,
Agape.
Rig says, I too fart in your direction, ape, and it passes by your nostrils and onward to Frank. Well, that's a hell of a fart.
And it rhymes. Sort
It's
of.
intercontinental colostomy.
Ballistic.
Intercontinental callistic
That's awful.
missile. Yeah. Hey, I opened up the hood earlier today, and since it's like, well, freezing up here,
Here we go.
humidity made it look like smoke to the camera on the telephone. And Shathis was saying, "Walk away, just walk away from it."
No. I'm sorry, man. I was talking to Raw in the chat. I wasn't talking to you.
I thought you were giving me advice on how to do the mechanic work, and I'm like, I'm looking at it. It's not on fire. What the fuck are you talking about?
Raw was saying something about his private stuff, and I was gonna type out advice, and I just decided to say it instead. I didn't mean to confuse you or whatever, get you riled up.
I was like, shut the fuck up, Shathis. It's just steam.
I wasn't even paying attention at that point. And then you said that, and I was like, huh? That's hilarious. So you got your tire fixed, I take it.
Yeah.
How long did it take?
Almost 4 hours.
So you're behind.
A great deal, yeah.
They'll understand.
Ah! You don't know what kind of industry I work in.
They always understood when I was behind schedule. They never, I mean, they were always like, no, you're doing fine. Just go, just do what you got to do. Do what you can do. They seemed to always, of course, I worked for like this small company in Bridgeport at the time. And, you know, I'd be like, they would give me a job that was due the same hour that I got the job. And it's like 2 states away. Like, I can't make this on time. Yeah, we're a little behind schedule. Don't worry about it. Just go. But yeah, when I was working for the one out of Salt Lake, I was prompt all the time. I wanted to make a good impression.
Safe and on time every time. It's a company motto.
That is correct, sir. They have
But,
really cool
you know, the longest part of my wait today was waiting for the guys at the corporate office to approve payment for the repair.
What a shocker. Oh man. They had to go through like 17 or 18 different hoops behind the scenes to get that approved.
Who knows?
Yeah, they had to do something because it took forever.
Yeah. My guess is they had one guy managing the whole damn fleet on the weekend.
Probably. It's like, it's Saturday. Nothing bad's supposed to happen on a Saturday.
Welcome back, Hemi.
Hemi. Goddammit.
You guys are really roboting for me.
You're not coming through all that great either. You clipped up a little bit. Did you hear what I said?
You talking to me or you talking to Hemi?
Hemi. He said we were roboting up, and he chopped up when he said it. So I was like, well, maybe.
Test.
You sound okay.
That's coming through now. And if she's roboting, there's nothing I can do about it. This means we got a shitty signal.
No telemarketers.
Yeah.
I was a
They don't work
telemarketer.
on the weekends too much. So Agape, you still here? I guess Agape's gone.
Damn. Agape.
This will be
Did
like the first.
did Sh- did Shathis ever answer your question, Brandon?
What
What
question was
question was that?
If his big cock made it through the storm?
that? Yeah.
No, he didn't answer that.
I did. I said no. It was like I said. It's got I-beams going through it. It's not going anywhere. I mean, it might have been damaged, but it didn't look damaged.
Oh,
I,
it's a cock of steel. It's a cock of steel.
yeah, it's got two I-beams going, one going up each leg. Yeah, I was talking about how somebody tried to drive off with it and they jerked the rear end off their truck, tied a chain to the legs, and hooked it up to their axle and hit the gas.
A cock of that magnitude is a truck is not worthy of that job.
Not a piece.
Definitely have to be a loader or a big excavator.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I imagine they keep refurbishing it because it costs too much to pull the I-beams out of the ground. They're like, man, I don't want to do that. Let's just keep the chicken. It's just made out of paper mache or whatever it's made out of. I don't know.
Concrete over chicken
Concrete.
wire.
Ah. Yeah, I guess. It felt like plaster on the surface, but I guess that was just the crust.
That's like 40 years of paint on it.
Yeah. That would be interesting.
Colorful cock.
Yep. And he's never been power washed either.
Yeah, you touch it, it's kind of sticky. Sticky cock. They've had to repair the fork and knife several times over the years. They keep drooping and bending down and falling.
Hey, Hemi,
Yeah.
have you heard anything about travel between the U.S. and Canada? Like if you're in a vehicle coming from the U.S. into Canada, are they still trying to make everybody be vaxxed?
No. No, you can pass without it.
Okay, because Mitchell said that you didn't have to, and
Well,
I was online a couple weeks ago, and they were still saying you had to, and then there was sites that said you didn't, and so I didn't know.
No.
Well, I just Googled it, driving from U.S. into Canada, and it says crossing the border to Canada is easy. Provide proof of vaccination, undergo pre or on arrival testing, carry out COVID-19 related quarantine or isolation, monitor and report. Oh yeah, it's easy.
Well, they ain't fucking testing me, and if they tell me I got a test, I'll tell them to get fucked, and I'll turn around and drive back down to where I was going.
Apparently, a negative COVID test is not required for entry. You can have COVID and still cross,
Yeah.
but you have to be vaccinated.
I'll say, eat a dick, Dudley Do Right, and I'll leave.
Yeah, you just hit the gas and just keep on going. Dudley Do Right. give them the finger. This is America.
Technically, it'd been Canada then.
Yeah, I know.
I
That's
guess
why.
it's still North America.
That's why it was funny. This is America. Floor it, honey.
Well, I know of a mountain road that goes from Washington right into Canada because I ended up on it one time deer hunting.
Oop.
And it would actually be on its way to Mitchell. I'm going to be on a motorcycle anyways.
All the travel restrictions that were in place now are like been lifted. It's not
that's
like
good.
they're not required. So
Good.
you got
Do
your
they check you
passport?
for monkeypox?
No, I'm gonna this next
No.
week. I'm gonna go apply for my passport. Hopefully, I get it before 4 months.
If it's
Did
like
you know
up here, you can pay
an
extra and
expediting
have
fee.
it rushed. Yeah.
You can pay extra to get them quicker, can't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we can. I guess you guys probably can too.
Isn't that nice? We're going to slow roll it, but if you give us more money, we'll less slow roll it. Fucking scumbag.
You betcha.
Yeah, get your passport. That's all you'll really need. Travel across is normal.
Yeah, the last time I was in Canada was 1984. You didn't need a passport.
Yeah.
We got on the boat up in Everett, Washington, and rode the ferry up through the San Juans and ended up in Victoria, BC, and then drove up and around past Vancouver and drove back to Seattle. That was a long ass day trip. It was a 4-hour ride on the boat. Hung out in Victoria, went to the Bouchard Gardens and stuff, and then we drove back to Seattle.
Whenever I made that trip, I always stayed overnight in BC. Those gardens are beautiful, though, I got to admit.
Yeah. That hotel in Victoria, that English-style hotel there, that's pretty neat, too.
I never could afford to fucking do anything other than fucking go in there and buy overpriced fucking tea for the chick I was with.
Yeah, we just walked in there, looked around, walked out, but we went to there's a wax museum right there.
Creepy ass
We
place.
went through that. And, man, that was pretty graphic. They had like medieval torture chambers and stuff, and it looked like real people hanging there.
God damn. Yeah, creepy.
You gotta see the one in the Tower of London. The real one.
No.
And you'll think creepy. They don't even need fucking bodies in there. You just think of all the poor bastards that went through there.
Yeah, all the poor fuckers that met their fate in there, huh?
Yeah.
In Mother
Man, it's
Russia.
amazing. Some of those medieval torture devices. It's like, geez, why couldn't you just cut somebody or lop their head off? I mean, the Iron Maiden and all those other ones hanging you off of a fucking hook through your guts, and Jesus. I didn't watch it, but there was some deal where the mob was torturing some guy, and he must have been a squealer or something. And they were saying that they hung him for hours through a hook through his rectum. I was like, oh. So they must have put a hook through his ass and come out through past his pelvic bone.
That sounds like some 2005
and
Sasha
hung him
Grey
there
shit.
and then frickin' tortured him to death. Somebody's got to really hate your ass to do that to you.
Or else they just get off on it.
Well, I watched
Well,
a show on the Mexican cartels and some of those guys killing other cartel members and other people. Oh my God, are they brutal to each other?
Oh, do you remember the Colombian necktie?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yep. Cut your fucking the connective tissue on your tongue, then fucking slice your Adam's apple open and pull your tongue out through your Adam's apple and let you suffocate to death on your own tongue. That's a beautiful fucking way to go.
I could think of more peaceful ways to probably go out.
Yeah.
somebody doing some shit like that, that isn't the first time they've stabbed somebody in the neck.
You know,
think?
imagine the first time they did it, they killed the guy because they didn't know what they were doing.
The first 5 or 6 times, I guess. You
Yeah.
start to get efficient and good at that and start getting paid for that reason, man, I don't know. That's some devilish shit right there.
What's up, Brewster? And Hemi's back. I believe he's having technical difficulties.
Yeah, I fat fingered myself.
The fuck? What does that mean? No, wait, I don't know if I want to know. I fat fingered myself. It probably means you touched a button, but
Yeah.
it was just funny.
Touch screens and fat finger.
Yeah, I've got giant meat hooks too.
So, Hemi, would what I suggested in John's chat make you smile?
Oh yes.
I thought
What
so.
did you suggest again?
I suggested that if Frank was to tickle your asshole with an ostrich feather, it would make you smile.
Oh, most definitely.
Rooster asks if anybody ever worries about being tortured. Says it's a fear of his.
No, that's why we don't get married anymore.
I don't fear it. I just backed away from it. He'll pass out or die. Easy day. I don't know. Some of them are really skilled, from what I hear, at keeping you awake. Or waiting until you wake back up to continue. I wouldn't want no screws in my thumb, that's for sure. Just thinking about that hurts.
It's torture, man. It's not supposed to be fun.
That shit they did in Casino Royale was pretty brutal. I was like, never.
Hey, MJ. Did you guys see that Hamster put the stream from last night where he was doing a little bit of playing, but the fucker, that goddamn rodent, he didn't put his I have a donkey in my underpants song on. That was the highlight of the evening was Hamster singing he had a donkey in his underwear.
Well. And it's looking for big booby ginger donkeys to.
What's up, Schlitz?
Well, I've heard there's a snake in my boot, but I've never heard there's a donkey in my underwear.
Yep.
There's a snake in my boot. I'm not a fighter, I'm a hider, he says. That's funny. I've done my share of hiding myself. Didn't Ripley's Believe It or Not say something about how the Iron Maiden was never really used to do any torture? It was more of just a threat. I mean, because if you get put in one of those, you're pretty much dead.
Yeah. Hey, Ape.
Yeah. Yeah.
A glass of orange juice, 2 pancakes, eggs over easy, and sausage. Walk into a bar, but they couldn't get a drink. Do you know why?
No, I don't.
Because they didn't serve breakfast.
Oh, God. I had a feeling it was going to be something breakfast related for some strange reason, but all right.
Horse walks into a bar. Bartender says, "Why the long face?"
Wow.
Dyslexic horse walks into a bra. Wait.
Yep. Yeah, you got it right.
Okay. All I remember.
What do you call a horse with no legs?
What?
It doesn't matter. He's not coming anyways.
Come here, boy. Come here.
Boo, boo, hiss, boo.
What do you call a guy with no arms and no legs at your doorstep?
Matt.
What do you call a guy with no arms and no legs in the pool?
Bob.
Okay. I have a few more, but I can't remember them. They were 7th grade.
What do you call a guy with no arms and no legs hanging on the wall?
Oh,
Art.
Art.
And what do you call a guy with no arms and no legs in a pile of leaves?
Ooh.
Dog shit.
Russell.
Russell. Let's see. Why don't you swerve to kill a lawyer on a bicycle?
I don't know why.
It might be your bicycle.
Okay. What do you call a guy with leprosy in a hot tub?
Ew. Stew. Stew.
Right. What did the leper say to the prostitute?
What?
Keep the tip.
Oh. And she's all like, get it out. Get it out. Because it's way up in there. I mean, way up in there. Has anybody seen Rick and Morty? I know that's probably a sensitive subject on the internet these days.
I don't watch cartoons.
Oh, but this one's a hilarious, very cynical cartoon. Yeah. There's a scene where he's trying to get Morty to put seeds up his butt, and he's like, "You got to put those seeds way up your butt, Morty. Way up there." I do it myself, but I've done it too many times. My rectum won't close.
Nearly killed him.
Nearly killed. Liquor? I don't even know her.
Did you see where that mayor in Maryland got arrested in 56 counts of child pornography, and he's one of
Pete Buttigieg's fucking mentor.
Protege or whatever.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oops.
If I was the
would've-
FBI,
Who
if
would
I
have
was the
thought?
FBI, I'd be fucking checking out Mayor Pete too, making sure them new children that he bought are okay.
Yeah, you notice you haven't heard a damn thing about them two guys that were raping their adopted boys? That story went away.
Memory hold.
Oh yeah.
I heard
And
one.
pimping them out to their other friends.
I heard one where the mayor of a town went to a school board meeting and ordered them all to resign or be charged with child pornography.
Oh, for the books and the libraries and stuff?
Yeah.
Good.
And he was like, and a judge has already verified this. So you can either resign or you can be charged. Your choice. And he just gets up and leaves.
I wouldn't have fucking bothered with giving them a choice.
Yeah, I would have charged him. I'd have been like, you should have known this was bad in the first place. You know, haven't we already gone over this sometime in the early 90s? Cybertoxin says, Adam says, what can I get for a spare rib?
Oh, that choice. Just
Is it
think of
okay
how
to-
great life would be if he'd have paid the arm and a leg.
Is it okay to do religion jokes?
We just heard one.
Jesus walks into an inn with 3 nails and a hammer. Says, can you put me up for the night? No one?
Put up, son.
That was in The Crow.
Yeah. I remember watching that movie a couple weeks before it ever hit the theaters. My buddy, I don't know how the hell he came up with it, but he had a bootleg VHS tape that must have went out to the video stores before, and it had across the whole time during the movie it said there was a little line that says not for sale or store copy only or something like that. I remember watching that at his house before it ever come out at the theater.
Yeah, it's like some sort of distributive copy that only the
Yeah.
owners of the theaters are supposed to watch.
Yeah, I think he bought it at a pawn shop or something.
Somebody went out of business. Or somebody stole it and then sold it to the public.
I miss
Yeah.
going to the video store.
Yeah.
You miss going through the swinging doors in the back that said adults only, probably.
I know I
Oh,
did.
you know it. But
So,
the one in our hometown, it was I think it was called Hastings, and it sold books and board games.
You had a Hastings Records and Tapes?
Yeah, and
they're all out
music.
of business now.
Yeah, they are. That whole business model went away.
The last one I saw was up in Gillette, Wyoming, about 4 years ago. I used to walk across from the hotel we had to stay at and go over there. And then I went there and they said, yeah, well, there's like 200 stores or 120 stores left. We're hoping somebody buys us. Next time I come in, they're closed, shut the door, gone. I was like, shit. I used to love, there was 3 Hastings in Spokane when I was coming up.
AKS is in the chat.
Is he eating?
What?
No, that's me. I'm eating.
What's up, AKS? Did Rusty send you that picture?
He says he's live in 2 hours.
Oh, I'd like to. Hey, AKS, put a link in here so that people can go. I strongly encourage you to go and check out AKS's live streams. I'll be going when he's done.
He said he sent it to you.
Well, I can't really do anything right now. I'm driving, so you want to post the link to your stream, the StreamYard. I mean the fucking YouTube link. Maybe people will come.
Or just breathe really hard.
Yeah, I know if you did that and I was listening, I'd come.
He's asking, are you joining or doing your live for hours and hours?
Hours and hours. You could always raid me. Like Hamster did. Or last night it was funny. We got a raid by Scotty, and he was on his own. It was a raid of one person. Usually when I get raided, like 50 people show up saying rude things like Brandon smells funny or
At least it wasn't a tirade.
Ooh.
yeah, I wouldn't have understood what those guys said at all. They'd come in here, oh, you like Lady Boy.
Lady boy, yes. You like coconut lemongrass rice?
I'm 47 miles from Sioux City. So an hour away from Riggs.
Suck City.
Hamster thinks Sioux City's a toilet.
It's possible.
I thought that was South Sioux City, Nebraska.
Oh, that's where Riggs lives.
Oh, well, then it probably smells like a toilet.
As much gas as he's got.
Farting all the time.
How rude.
How dare he?
How dare you?
Boy, I'm glad that alcohol syndrome baby's an adult now so we can make fun of it. Fucking slope-eyed bitch. One eye's lower than the other one. Mama was doing some fucking heroin when she got knocked up.
That baby was born addicted to crack.
Addicted to crack and Cavelta fish, I think.
Gefilte fish.
How dare I?
How dare I?
Oh, I dare.
Did you see her doing those staged arrests?
Yeah.
They would arrest her and then let her go at the station.
Yeah, they had a bunch of people in costumes, or they might have been real cops, but they were paid. They're all standing around laughing, taking pictures with her, and then they haul her out like she's protesting. Phony fucking cunt.
It'd be funny if the real cops showed up and during an event like that and really arrested some people.
Arrest the pretend cops.
Yeah.
Impersonate an officer.
Totally ruin her little show. And they're
Then
like,
beat her with an expandable baton until she gets better looking.
or they're like, we don't really give a shit if you protest, and they just leave her there.
Hey, Agape, I don't know if I've asked you this question, but would you fuck her in the ass just to hear her say, how dare you?
No.
Dang.
Okay.
I'd fly her to Dubuque and give her about $350 and shit in her mouth, though.
God.
Okay.
I'd give her the Dubuque porta potty. I can't afford to send her to Dubai.
I'm from Alabama. We'd have to do the Alabama Hot Pocket.
Oh. You know what did Brandon ever tell you what the Philadelphia sidecar is?
No. But it sounds awful.
Well, it's when one guy fucks another guy in his colostomy hole.
I got a question, Abe. Does it have to be a guy-on-guy thing?
Well, yeah, because
Philadelphia.
the joke was made after the movie Philadelphia with Tom Hanks when he played the AIDS patient that was dying.
Oh, okay.
That's why the Philadelphia sidecar was invented.
Okay.
But if you wanna do non-anal anal on a chick with a colostomy bag, go ahead.
Ah.
I had an aunt that had one of those, and I always thought I should have asked my aunt and uncle aren't married anymore. I should have asked my uncle, what was it like?
Ooh, he said the Dubuque.
Fucking things.
The Dubuque porta potty. Not the Dubai one, but the Dubuque one. That's like $3.50, like $3.50.
Well, I just ruined a whole batch of pot stickers. A fucker stuck to the bottom of the pan. So I'm going to take them out and throw them in the air fryer. Fuck it.
They're called pot stickers for a reason, bitch.
Yeah. Well, they're pan stickers tonight.
Yeah, you must not have.
You
I
didn't
didn't
have
cook
the
them
bacon.
long enough.
You didn't
Yeah,
have the
fucking
pan
pieces.
hot enough, did you?
Yeah. Fuck. It looked like fucking beat up fucking oatmeal now. That's disappointing. I'm
Throw
gonna
'em in
burn
the
the fuck out of them out in the air fryer.
yeah. Just throw them in the fryer.
Fucking puking looking motherfuckers.
Yeah.
A whole family of Dubai sheiks taking dumps on IG thoughts for about 10K starting. AKS with the knowledge.
Well, when her 15 minutes of fame finally ends, she's gonna have an OnlyFans and be doing fucking porn.
Oh, you know she will.
Gonna be doing one girl, one cup.
Ugh. I saw that 2-girl 1 cup. That was bad.
I saw the first 3 seconds of it and then immediately turned it off. As soon as the glass and the thing and the stuff and no, I said no. I was done.
I was a trooper. I watched the whole thing.
Oh, I started gagging immediately. I was just, nope. I gotta go.
The only thing I could think of is how come they ate so much alfalfa?
Yeah, somebody put a video of that when I was in the Navy into the birthing compartment VCR, and it was this dude playing with this woman's fecal matter, and it was just awful. People were going, they refused to turn it off, but people were making trips to the bathroom to go gag or puke. Or
I bet they were doing something else.
Yeah, beat off. But it was fucking vile. And I saved that word for times like that. It was vile.
When I was in
Navy story.
When I was in, somebody brought a fucking copy of Barnyard Follies.
Oh no! Oh no!
The worst one was this fucking guy that fucked a chicken.
Oh Jesus. Ugh.
You know the guy. Did you ever see Oz, the movie, the TV show about the prison?
No.
There was a character on there, this big Mexican guy that was the leader of the Mexicans, and he was this ruthless, awful person. And the guy in my engine room looked just fucking like him, and he guarded the VCR. So whatever was in the VCR was because he put it there. No one else touched the VCR. So
Why was he going to try to steal it or something?
no, it was just, he laid claim to it, and everybody else was just like, man, you can have it, fuck it. It was just, one of those things. And he would just, you could get, you like, here, could you put this in? And he would look at it and decide whether or not, it was good enough to play or whatever. But nobody fucked with him. He was this, he just looked like, he was, he looked hardened. That's all I'm going to say about him. But, and his best buddy was this like 6'2" Irish dude with these Popeye forearms, just big, giant forearms. And they pretty much ran the berthing compartment when I was on that ship. They were the reason why we were watching the goddamn shit video. That's what I'm saying. That's where I was going with that.
Yummy.
Yeah.
Why did you guys put up with that shit? We wouldn't have put up with that shit
Well,
on my ship.
I was 17 on an age waiver, and I was a little scrawny little bastard. I was small, and I had not, I had just gotten thrown into it, so I wasn't going to make any waves. I was just like, okay, this is how things go. Okay, fine. I'll just play along. I don't want to get beat up. They would
He didn't want to be sucking a churro later on.
well, yeah. No, it wasn't that bad, but they would single out people and gang up on them and grab them, put them on the table and haze them basically. And I didn't want any of that, So I kept a low profile. Why everybody else put up with it is I don't know.
We never put up. You throw their weight around, they'd have like 20 guys around them all of a sudden. So what's the problem? You got a problem? You don't have a problem, do you?
Oh, there were 20 guys. They were all going, yeah, we run this place. But it was, it was all in good fun. It wasn't like prison or anything. It was just, they had the seniority because they'd been there the longest, I guess.
What fucking rank were they?
One of them was a second class, and the other one was a E4, a third class. And I was a lowly air seaman something or another, fireman something or another.
You were an HT. Don't fool anybody.
Oh no, I got washed out of a nuke school and they demoted me, so I ended up in E2 when I got to the.
No, but do you remember what an HT is?
No, I don't. What is it?
Oh, it's a hall tech. Those are the guys that go around fixing toilets all day.
Oh, Holtex. Oh, yeah. Sorry, it's been 30 years. Or however long.
I got out in '96.
I got out in 95.
So you didn't stay in for very long, did you?
No, I no. No, they didn't. They had me on a 6-year enlistment, but when I washed out of A school, they kicked the 2 years off because I didn't make it through school. So they sent me to the fleet. You ever get the feeling that somebody's not telling you the whole story?
Yes.
No, I got the what do you call it? The early out program.
The BCD.
No, nothing that bad. No, it was a OTH.
Administrative.
I'd like to think so. Yeah, they did a lot of administrating on me. Yeah, that's for sure. No,
So you got busted for dope then, right?
No, there was an incident during cold iron watch in the shipyards. Our boat was literally out of the water and there was a 30-foot hole cut in the side of it. But there was a little misunderstanding with who relieved who on watch, and then the engine room ended up empty for a couple of hours. And it was on me because I was the one on watch at the time.
Yep.
Or the last person on the log, anyway. So what had happened was, I went up we're doing single person cold iron watch in the engine room. So there's only one person there, and so you have to leave the engine room to go to the berthing boat to wake up your relief because it's 2 a.m. or whatever. And so I wake him up and he's like, give me 5 more minutes. And I'm like, all right, fine, cool. And I go out onto the smoking deck and have a cigarette, hang out with a guy I know, talk to him for a minute. And then everything just slipped my mind and I just went straight to bed. Because in my mind, I had already woken the guy up. So 4 hours go by and my relief wakes me up and he's like, the engine room's been empty for 4 hours. Oh my God. And I'm like, oh, this is no big deal. It's not that big of a deal. We're in cold iron. The ship's out of the water. And I go down there and the entire engine room department is down in the engine room waiting for me to show up. The chief engineer, the main propulsion assistant, the 2 butter bar lieutenants that run the 2 divisions of the 2 engine rooms. Everybody was down there. It was pretty bad scene. They took it very seriously.
Yeah, they do that for a reason.
Well, of course. So they busted me down, gave me 45 days of restriction, 45 days extra duty, and mustered me out.
Did you go bust the fucker's lip that was supposed to take your place?
No, because I forgot to go back to wake him up again. It wasn't his fault.
No, it was his fault. He didn't get up. What's your first general order?
Never leave your post, isn't it?
I'll stand my watch in a military manner, and then we always used to pipe in, take no shit from my company commander. But that's not how I'll stand my watch in a military manner until properly relieved.
Yeah, and I wasn't properly relieved, so it was on
Right.
me. So he actually got promoted before I left. I was happy for him. We were close friends. He was the boiler tech, the oil king. He was getting groomed to be the next oil king. And so he was in a really good spot. So I'm glad he didn't get taken down with me. But yeah, I was considered a bad seed, and they had had enough of me. There's a lot of things I would have done differently, of course, if I had it to do it again. But
Yeah, like pull him out of his bed.
Yeah, well, I would have been like, no, man, get up, man. I'm tired as hell. I would have fallen asleep on my feet. I was so tired. We had been doing cold iron 6 and 6 for God knows how long. We'd been in whatever. That's just a bunch of excuse bullshit. I just thought it wasn't such a big deal because we were, out of the water in cold iron, which means that the ship's turned off and there's no systems running. For those non-Navy type people out there. But
always a chance of fire on a ship.
Well, I mean, I stood there and in front of the captain like a man, and You know, I didn't cry or get upset when he told me he was going to muster me out. I was just like, damn shame. I wish I could have done it differently. I wish I could have not had this happen. But it was just too public of an incident, and I had to go at that point.
They used to broadcast our captain's mass on the closed circuit television, and we had the skipper named John Payne, Payne, not John Wayne, but he was John Payne. But he was a big motherfucker, and one time these two guys got busted having oral sex, and the one guy's excuse was, "I just dropped my pencil." And the skipper says back to him, "Son, I've probably dropped my pencil 10,000 times in my life, and I've never come up with a dick in my mouth."
So, I dropped my pencil. Well, how did you get the dick in your mouth? Oh, damn. That's good stuff.
This was before Bill Clinton's "Don't Ask, Don't Tell."
Oh, shit. I was in the middle of that. I was recruited while he was president. Or maybe I was in right before he became. I don't remember. I'll have to think about it. I just remember that one of the guys in my boot camp was talking about he was I forget what he called him, the traitor in chief. Yeah, that's what it was. Don't ask, don't tell. They talked about that a good bit.
We had another guy get busted. He was part of our battle group, but he was on a submarine, right? The USS Drum was the name of his boat.
Well, I've heard of that. I don't remember
Yep.
where.
Anyways, his so-called wife was involved in a fatal car wreck. This guy was like a master chief, and when they did the autopsy on his wife, they found out that she had a twigs and berries.
Damn. Whoops.
And they busted him for fraud
Oh, nice.
because they
That was awkward.
living in
That was awkward.
yeah
I showered with him. No.
because he was living. They give you the housing, for dependent housing there on base,
Yeah.
and his wife was they've been living in the on base housing for a long time. You don't get to be a master chief unless you've been in for a long time.
Damn. There was a guy in my A school who was one of the instructors that he made chief in 6 years. That's the fastest I ever saw anybody do.
How the fuck do you make chief in 6 years?
Well, he was an electronics technician nuke, made it through the school, so he started as an E4, got E5 out of power school. He went to his first ship, and halfway through his first year got E6. And then, chief was just something he did in the next 3 or 4 years. It was pretty phenomenal. I guess that's why he was an instructor.
That's just another box they got to tick off.
Yep.
A guy like that's going to be fucking chief of the boat.
Yeah. Yeah, dude was young too. He was just starting to turn gray. He was in his 30s, I would say, if I had to guess. But yeah, we had a we had a Hawaiian Master Chief in A school that had a problem with Yoo-hoo and people that drank Yoo-hoo. He claimed that they were not men, they were women. And there was this light-skinned guy that was in our company that would always have a Yoo-hoo on his desk. And the Master Chief would come up and just stand over him. And he's like, "But Master Chief, it's so refreshing."
Did anybody ask him if he thought that people that ate spam were pussies because he was from Hawaii?
That's like their national dish. That and poi, or what is it called? Poi?
The poo-poo platter.
Yeah, boy.
Well, my pot stickers look like the poo-poo platter, but they got the good enough crust on them now. It saved them.
The poo-poo platter is actually pretty damn fucking good. That's when you got that like fire underneath the fucking meat platter.
JR says Yoo-hoo looks like diarrhea water. I have to admit, it looks like Russian quote-unquote milk. Russian
I found
milk.
that the dairy products in Russia were actually superior to ours,
Oh, really?
especially the ice cream. The ice cream is fucking so much better.
Because it has real ingredients in it.
Yeah.
It's not high fructose corn syrup.
It's sugar.
It's sugar and cream.
Man. He would say stuff like, "But Master Chief, it's equally refreshing if you sip it or if you chug it." And he's like, "I bet you chug it. I bet you chug a lot of things. Take that bottle home with you too, don't you?"
On the Enterprise, we had this chief, just a regular chief, named Wasilewski.
Hmm.
ATC Wasilewski. And one time this guy was fucking around and he didn't see the chief was standing in there just watching him. And then he started going after, started making fun of one guy's fucking picture that he had of his fucking sister. And the chief Wasilewski, he was maybe like 5'3", but built like a goddamn fire plug.
Yeah, all them Navy guys are. All them Navy firemen are.
Well, he was an AT, so.
Oh. Well, I mean.
Anyways, he got a hold of this fucker, stuck his forearm underneath his chin, and fucking lifted him off the ground. He's holding him against the wall, fucking holding him up by his fucking chin, choking him. Not really killing him, but it was fucking. The other guy couldn't do a goddamn thing.
God damn.
He's like, "You don't disrespect someone's sister like that. How about I let him take a couple of kidney shots on you, you son of a bitch?"
I accidentally got myself into a fist fight with this black Marine, and
That was stupid.
Yeah, after he choked me out, and I woke up. I didn't actually completely black out, but the walls were closing in. That's for sure. When they broke us up, I found out that he was number 2 on the Marine wrestling team, and they would fly him off of his boat to go do events. And I got him into a lot of trouble, and they moved him off the boat on accident by allowing him to kick my ass. He was quick. Oh my God, he was so fast. I was like, we were doing the whole stare down thing, and I was in mid sentence. I started saying the first word of the sentence, and he hit me and put me in a hold at the same time. And the next thing I knew, I was horizontal, and he was sitting on the bench with me across his lap, and he was choking me the fuck out. So I panicked
I
and
worked
started.
with, I worked with a guy that drove patrol boats in Vietnam, and he had two boats blown out from under him.
Damn.
And after his last duty was on the Missouri, and it was right before they were going to pull the plug on it,
Mhm.
And I guess he had I don't know if it's a master chief or what the rank it was, but he had to go get that guy's coffee every morning.
Huh.
And he said, so for the last, I think he said it was 2 years. He said that every morning he'd go get that guy's coffee cup and rub his dick in it and then fill it full of coffee and hand it to him.
God damn.
Every morning, he says, every morning I rub my dick inside that coffee cup.
Have you heard of the Ansec 3, Brandon, or anybody? It's a Navy laser weapon.
I've heard something about it, but I haven't seen it in action.
It's
It's
300.
deployed now.
It's deployed on the USS Ponce, my old ship. My old ship was mothballed by W, and then it was brought back into service by Obama, and it also was brought back into service in Desert Storm, not Desert Storm, but the Iraqi conflict after Desert Storm. I forget what you call it though, but
Well, it went Desert Storm, Southern Watch, and then it went to the Second Iraq War after.
okay. We call
Where
it
was Desert Shield in there?
Desert Shield was before Desert Storm.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
Desert Shield turned into Desert Storm. But they made it into a minesweeper ship, and then it was going to be mothballed again, and that was when Obama brought it out of mothball and made it the ship that was going to be the test bed for the laser weapon. So now it's got a 300 kilowatt laser on it. I think that's pretty fucking awesome.
Well, those are actually deployed throughout the fleet now.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
It's
because
the
that was
primary anti-drone weapon.
yeah, it was installed in 2014. So yeah, I guess it would be everywhere. But man, that is a cool ass weapon. It's got 3 settings. The first one, which just shines a bright ass light at you and like scrambles all your uh, optics, and then the second one is bright enough to fuck up all of your radar and everything else, and then the third one will just burn you out of the sky.
And the fourth one makes popcorn.
The A6 targeting radar can kill a seabird or seagull. It can fucking boil a seagull as it's flying by.
Oh yeah, just birds just dropping out of there. They're flying along, and then they just burst into flame and start falling. Poof. And it's an invisible beam, so you can't see it. It's just the ship's flying along, and all of a sudden it just bursts into flame. What happened to it? I don't know. It got really hot.
I'm going to turn you into Greenpeace, Brandon.
You do that. I hated seagulls. I was standing pier watch one night, and you're out there with your fucking 12 gauge, and all of a sudden whack! I get hit in the head with a fucking clam. Fucking, because seagulls, what they do is they fucking dive in the water, grab a clam, fly up, and drop it on a rock. You know, a nice flat rock, and they drop it there. The clam will break open. They'll go down, eat him.
Thought your head was a flat rock.
No, but the pier I was standing on was. It took all my military bearing not to fucking draw down on that goddamn bird. I had a lump on the top of my head the size of a golf ball.
I think it's still there.
You might be right. You'll have to do some phrenology on me when I come see you the next time.
That same guy I was telling you about, the Vietnam vet,
Yeah.
they were in, I think he said New York. Do they park the Navy boats in New York
Fleet
in the
Week.
harbor? Yeah, and he had
Yeah,
watch.
they do Fleet Week.
He had watch, and he was out there on the pier, and he said at that time he had an old beat up 1911. He says it rattled so bad. He says I don't think he could hit the broadside of a barn. Well, he shot a rat because he said it was as big as a fucking small dog, and he says it was coming right at me, so I shot it. He said he got into a little bit of trouble on that one.
Yeah, they don't appreciate you discharging your weapon without due just cause.
Riggs says he doesn't see any lot lizards for Brandon down here.
Good. That means he's all mine.
Riggs is the lizard.
I can't remember what SCE called the guys. Buffalo. He called them buffaloes. The homosexuals that were doing the lot lizard job are called buffaloes. So Riggs, you're my buffalo.
His Indian name will be Farting Tatanka.
Farting Tatanka. Mamanchi Tatanka. Oh, Wachi. That was a good movie.
I'm 9 miles from Sioux City. So I'm about 15 miles from Riggs. If he's at the Loves.
You gonna take a half-hour break and then keep going?
Well, I've got. They told me that I needed to get it retorqued after I drove it for a bit.
Oh,
So
you're just gonna have him work on your truck at Love's then?
yep. God knows how long it'll take.
You and Riggs might be able to spend the night together.
Yeah. We might.
We've only got one room left, and it's only got one bed, sir.
But we should go over and grab Doug too, because it's been a while, and I have never seen a grown man in a maid's outfit.
You ever seen a grown man naked?
You like gladiator movies?
You ever spent any time in a Turkish prison camp? Billy! You like gladiator movies? That was the one I couldn't remember. I could remember two of them, but I couldn't remember that one. I just watched that.
You ever been in a cockpit?
No, he's not bothering anybody. You can let him stay. Billy! You're Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. My dad says you don't work hard enough in the off season. Did anybody text Doug that you're nearby? Riggs said. James Bond Maxwell.
I did not. What's that hamster up to now?
He says, what the heck? Brandon spent all day screwing around in Sioux Falls? What a slacker.
Yeah.
No, he hasn't been to Sioux Falls yet, James. He got a flat tire.
No, I was in Sioux Falls, and I'm going to be going to Sioux City. It's south.
Oh. Whoops. I misunderstood.
My drive tire resembled the sphincter on Riggs's butthole. It was completely blown out.
It was bombed out and depleted.
Yeah.
I was talking to Doug the other day, and he's going to start his other job there on the 20th. And then I got to thinking, March 20th. Why does that date sound familiar? That's my 28th anniversary at the railroad.
You're a well-seasoned agape.
Yeah, 28 years at the railroad and 26 as a machinist.
Damn.
A couple more years, I'll have my 30, and then I just got to wait till I'm 60 so I can retire.
Riggs says he texted Doug.
Make sure that Doug dresses appropriately, Riggs. He needs to wear that maid's outfit, or I'm just not going to be happy. We can take turns giving him a spanking.
Oh my.
Tell him that the feather duster's optional, but it would be appreciated. The Loves is at exit 143.
Riggs says he told him that he expects him to arrive in a French maid outfit. He told him.
Wow, all of Brandon's bucket lists in one night.
Trust me, that's not all of the list. You apparently have never seen the list that I have just for the chinchillas.
Something about being suspended by your rectum. That's all
Nope,
I heard.
that's
earlier.
not on there.
I once had this idiot convinced that the that Naga hide couches were actually made from Nagas.
So many Nagas died for that chair.
He goes, "What is Naga hide?" And I said, "You don't know what a Naga is?" And he goes, "No." I said, "They're kind of like a chinchilla, but they're a lot less expensive. That's why they make these chairs like this." Oh. Some people in this world were never meant to survive.
That's true.
Modern science has kept them alive.
Saying some people were meant to become Naga hide.
Yes.
Or lampshades.
Whoa! I knew that was coming. You know what I read recently? I was reading about the SS guards in the concentration camps, and the females were the ones that wanted the skin to make lampshades. The female guards were the ones doing that. And there's this
I
one.
don't doubt it.
Those were some mean broads.
Yeah, they were vicious. You'll see Coke had a lamp with a shade on it, had a chair with a human skin across the seat. She was a seamstress in her. Well, I guess everybody was a seamstress back then.
Brandon, I talked to you about my great idea for funeral homes or graveyards and mausoleums.
No, I don't remember it.
Well, I had this idea years ago that to
Welcome to Iowa.
save space, you could bury a whole family in like a 3-foot high mausoleum. And I said, you just take and put them in put a layer of wax paper down, and you crush them in a 100-ton press, and then you roll them up like a fruit roll up, and you could bury them in a poster tube.
Or you could just layer them and have a big stack of them on one stone plinth.
It's like,
it's
like fruit roll-ups and jerky.
You could just split through all your ancestors.
And people called me an asshole for that idea.
I don't know why. Some people just don't. You know, that's how that progress is held back.
Yeah. I was thinking green.
They make these fucking urns now made out of like compressed waste paper, and you can put your ashes and potting soil in there with a fucking seed, and they plant the urn in the ground, and it fucking grows out of you. Now this is a legitimate fucking state regulated industry in California.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they're not going to let the homeless eat dead people in California before too long.
Yeah.
Soylent Green is people.
It's one way to stop the zombie apocalypse. Just feed all the dead to the living. Like the Matrix. Liquefy them. Feed them intravenously.
You got to be getting pretty close, huh, Brandon?
Yep. I'm 6 miles from my exit. Sioux City's right on the fucking northern border of Iowa. So when I said welcome to Iowa, we're also going from North Sioux City into Sioux City proper. And it's fucking warmed up down here. It's 34 degrees.
And
They ain't even got no snow.
Riggs lives in Nebraska, so he has to live across the river then, huh?
Yes, he does.
Ah. Well, I hope he doesn't get his back wet when he swims across that river daily.
Oh, my. I don't think he swims across the river. I think he just holds a fart and floats.
That would have to be the most painful way to swim.
MJT78 said, "Thanks for the last fellas. Have a good night."
Good night, MJT78.
And Riggs says, "There's no touching my no-no square."
Well, he knows that's not going to happen. He has to hold his fupa out of the way if I'm ever going to touch it.
He said he stands on one of Pliskin's surfboards and farts to propel himself.
He's got a methane turbine.
We're coming up on Riggs' favorite monument.
There's a giant butt up there.
No, it's a penis.
Oh,
Ain't this has a competition for a giant cock?
Yeah. But this is not doesn't belong to Riggs. It's just his favorite. It's one of those obelisks. If you believe the conspiracy theorists or some Egyptologists who may or may not have a degree, it's an obelisk is a representation of Osiris's dick.
Well, Riggs says it's a majestic cock upon the bluff. LOL.
That's right, majestic cock upon the bluff.
indeed. Indeed. I'm going to have to drop
And from
off.
what I hear, Riggs has been through a lot of cock.
I got to go potty.
I
We'll
didn't
see.
think Riggs bluffed.
Well, he bluff farted one time and actually shit himself, I heard.
Okay.
Well, on that note, I'm going to drop out. I'll see you guys later. Y'all have a great evening.
Good
All right,
night.
talk to you later.
All right, bye.
I see the loves, and I know where to find love.
Can you feel the loves tonight?
Hey, Riggs, I'm going to the service center. I'll meet you back at the service center, bud.
Oh, he's going to get serviced.
Yes, I am.
Is it a full service station like Hamster used to work at?
It's better.
Well, you can't be very far from old Doug either then right now.
No, I don't believe I am, but I don't know exactly where Doug lives other than he's 2 miles from the railroad.
He's well, you probably wouldn't know where that casino is. He's fairly close to the Hard Rock Casino.
From the Hard
I
Rock
believe.
Casino?
Hard Rock Casino.
Yeah.
I believe that's what he said, that was next door or down the road a bit or something, that there was a casino near him. Now you'll have to wait another 4 hours for somebody at your company to approve the lug nut bill.
Oh no, it's part of it.
Oh,
Part
you
of
went
the
from another.
service.
You went from another Love's to this one.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't see a fucking service bay here.
uh-oh. Well, just break out your Milwaukee half-inch drive and go to town.
Yeah, there's no fucking service bay here.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah, it does.
So you lied to Riggs. He's probably driving around in circles right now looking for the service bay.
Hey Riggs, I'll meet you at Chester the Molesters.
Maybe your buddy Hemi can find you the next Love's on your route that has a service bay.
Yeah.
Because if I do anything out of this phone and try to minimize the screen or anything, everybody turns into robots, and then I fat finger myself out of here.
Yeah, that sucks.
You gonna have to fuel up too?
Nope.
You're just
But
gonna drive through?
I'm gonna drive through here, and there's a place to park. Doesn't seem like they're super busy, so I'm gonna go in and see Mr. Riggs. And I'm going, when I get out of the truck here after I get my coat, I'm going to turn off the camera because Mr. Riggs does not want to be seen. But I'm going to keep the fucking audio going.
Stream going?
Yeah, we'll just have audio for a bit.
He's bashful.
Yes, he is.
I've seen him. I know what he looks like.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't.
Exactly.
And, it'll almost be too much for anyone to bear because he's so good looking.
Well, Riggs says it's up to you all. I'm an ugly fuck.
He's humble too.
He's a humble, ugly fuck. He's a hugly fuck.
Hey, come here. All right. There we go.
Did you put yourself on break, Brandon?
Yes, I did.
All right. Just making sure. Don't want you to get screwed over.
I appreciate that, Abe. Everybody needs an agape to watch out for them.
If everybody had a silverback at agape watching out for him, this world would be a better place.
It would be. Hey, you can get massages here. I gotta get you a picture of this.
Well, that's Rig's side gig.
It's fucking Happy Panda massage.
Ah. Nice. Happy Panda give you happy ending.
Very good. But first, before I meet the rigger,
You got to drain the vigor.
I do. I got to get ready for that boy. That's better.
Brandon. Hey, Brandon.
Yeah.
Does your tire service place have to be a Love?
Yes.
The next one will be Kansas City.
Okay. I think there's one at St. Joe too.
Well, that'd be a little closer than KC then.
Yeah. There's probably one in whatchamacallit.
You're on 29.
Yeah.
There's one in Omaha, but it's a TA.
Well, there's probably a Love's there too. In fact, I know there is. But I'm not going to get there.
I ain't holding it for you.
All right, let me switch the headphones off. Settings.
See, Riggs was going to give you a massage.
No, Riggs is not going to give me a massage.
He said he was going to hold it for you.
The Loves in Omaha doesn't have tire service.
All right, can you fuckers hear me?
Yeah. Hemi said
All
the Loves in Omaha does not have tire service.
No shit.
I wouldn't stop in Omaha anyway.
That was Riggs.
So
Has
we
he
can look
farted on you yet, Brandon?
Well, Shathis left us.
at, you almost get a suntan with these fucking lights.
Yeah. Wow.
You need some sunglasses.
Well, looks like they got nothing to eat.
Well, you hop in the truck, go find something.
No, I don't really have time.
You don't want to go to Pound Town, the Fox truck?
You just asked me to go to Pound Town in the fuck truck.
He was going to give you a rectal massage with his car.
Sounds like it.
Right over the tailgate.
Oh, how romantic.
Oh, shit. Let me see if I got enough charge in my phone.
Well, you gonna get on there?
Oh, at least see the chat anyway.
Okay. I don't know how well they can hear us.
We can hear you all right. Sounds like
All
you're
right.
in a little bit of a bucket, but it ain't bad.
There's no crabs here. Those are outside.
We're in the food court of the Loves.
With no food. How ironic.
Yeah.
I think we are the food because them lights
Well,
make you.
I'm faster than you.
Oh,
Yeah, all you got to do is outrun Riggs.
You don't have to be faster than the cheetah. You just have to be faster than the slowest gazelle.
yep.
And it helps if you kick him in the leg before you take off running.
Oh shit.
It's awful nice of you to come out here and see me, Riggs.
Well, I told you next time you're through, say
Yeah.
something. I'll swing over.
And today's so fucked up, you know. I've got 1,300 miles to go, and they gave me till Monday to get there. Ain't gonna happen.
They think they can make demands and then expect the truck to move faster,
Well,
but they put a limit on it, so you can't mash it any further.
it would have been okay if I hadn't had that fucking blowout today.
What
Yeah,
they're
the equipment will let you down, and then you won't. Then they expect you to still make the deadline. It's like, no, there's an issue. Like,
Yeah, I'm gonna be 4 hours late.
yeah.
can't do nothing about a tire blowing out.
Oh, they just want you to fudge your records or turn your clock off and just keep on driving, Brandon. It's okay.
That ain't gonna happen either.
No, not with the all-seeing eye watching you in the cab.
There's there's a camera that feeds back to corporate. There's GPSs, 2 on the truck and 1 on the trailer, that feed back my location and diagnostics information from the truck. And there's another one on the trailer. It feeds its location and diagnostics as well.
I don't know how much more oversight you can have. You get GPS and cameras on everything. It's like, you want to see when I shit? Like,
All you
And the
need now
camera-
is some nagging bitch in the passenger seat to nag at you all the way, Brandon,
Yeah.
and narc your
You
out.
want a job, big boy?
well, I could use a new job. I don't know if I want to do that one.
No, there's no way I'd ever drive with a partner.
You don't want them
That's
farting
for
in your
me.
bunk.
Well, it's kind of tight in there for one person. I just, and when we did the training, we had 3.
You'd have something like what Pop and them were doing. It was 2 Richards in a car, 2 Richards in a rig.
Fuck that.
Right.
I've seen these guys that go out there with their wives. That does never last.
No.
I can hardly stand to be around my wife for 8 hours in a day, much less 24 hours.
Right. And she's got to, if it's going to last, she's got to drive just as much as you do. So that
And make you a sandwich and drain your balls.
Yeah. Well, the sandwich part
that would
is
require an
optional, but the
automatic.
ball draining is definitely not.
They must be emptied. The kept must be earned.
So,
What's he saying?
I don't know.
Rig says AIDS. Yeah, herpetogonosyphilis.
Who's writing that?
I don't know.
That's weird. It doesn't look like it normally does. Usually I have everybody's name come up.
Like, I got it on my.
Oh, it's on banners. That's why.
I got it on
I switched it over to comments.
all messages.
Like comments.
Oh, I guess I've never used it, so I don't know.
Yeah, that's what it looks like in StreamYard. And your little icons come up. That's how I know who's who.
You got what, Agape?
Yeah, Agape, who's not even showing us the monkey face today. And you want to see something cool? There's the monkey face. Hey, he thinks you're number one, Riggs. What do you think of me?
Here, turn on the camera. I'll give him one.
Okay. Camera's on. We need to face the camera. I could just be a fucking idiot. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
There's-
See another one. There's another number one. Oh.
There's two.
Well, Brandon, you may not have food, but you know what to say when you leave Riggs tonight.
Yes, I do.
I think Kush is up a couple on you.
Yes, he is. At least
Yeah.
on camera.
I think you're the only one I've met up with, other than Dougie. I think.
Yeah, but we have a special MGTOW farewell. I'll teach it to you tonight.
You better not at all touch my no square.
No, I told you, man. I'm not going to touch your no square unless you lift your fupa out of the way. Oh, he just lifted his fupa out of the way.
I guess that's an invitation.
It certainly is.
For some weird reason, the table's lifting up on his end. I don't know what's going on.
He's got a hydraulic jack in his pants. And he's playing the bongos.
Oh, fuck.
Oh man, it's a beautiful night. I can't believe how much warmer it is here.
Yeah, it's not bad out right now.
It's
I
like-
got the window open. The cats are sitting in the window, just, checking out the weather and shit.
Yeah. Because up in Sioux Falls, it was fucking. Oh god, there was like 3 feet of snow on the ground, and
Well, it's still that bad up there. I think it was I can't remember, like October or November-ish. I took Dougie up there to the falls and then Palisades State Park. And
it's romantic. Is Dougie gonna come?
I don't know.
You texted him.
Hemi says,
Send him a
"Oh,
text. You're at the wells.
Yeah. Who knows? He's probably drunk. Hey, Hemi. Why are you so quiet, man?
I said, hey, we are at the Loves, man, waiting for our three-way participant.
You could tell him he could be the unicorn because the unicorn's the third person brought into a relationship."
That's true. That's true.
Well, he's going to have some horns to polish.
He's the meat in the sandwich.
I guess he would be the man witch.
Yeah.
That he would, and he's aged to perfection. Just needs some glaze.
Like a
Hemi,
honey ham.
Oh, yeah.
Hemi says he's on his earbuds and the mic doesn't work.
Well, take him out of his ass and he won't be on him anymore. Jesus.
Well,
Fucking Canadian.
He probably is trying to keep this foul language that you two fucks keep saying away from delicate ears.
Yeah, that's true.
There's nothing delicate on him.
No, it's not him.
It's worn out.
It's his family. He's
On
got
left
younger.
one only, so he's sitting on the left one, I guess.
Okay.
He's got the right one up the rear for added bass.
Yeah, so if you guys hum for a few minutes, he might get off.
Oh,
He's staring at an old Sears ad, looking at the panty section, listening to us. Yes, ma'am.
is that mayo?
Is that a remote in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
He's charging the right one for when Brandon is driving. So you get
He
his
wants
right
you with
ear
the
when
right ear.
when you're driving, but when you're just sitting around fucking off, you get the left ear.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think he's gonna come down. He ain't answering me.
No.
Oh well. There's only two people in there, me and one other person. Oh well.
Okay. I don't know what the fuck I've done.
Uh-oh. You knocked yourself out. You had one job.
The
Give you a cool finish.
Did Riggs give you a fat finger and you dropped the stream or what?
no,
He got all excited.
Yeah, apparently.
that's true. That's very true. Oh, I was going to show you something cool.
Oh.
Watch what we can do here. This is one of my favorite things to do. No, but not that. Edit name. And then we can change it to anything we want. Let's see.
Why'd you mute me?
We did. Oh, I'm sorry. I fat fingered that. Yeah.
Very classy, motherfucker.
I told you it was one of my favorite things to do.
I just wondered who was doing that.
Oh, you want a sucky fucky? You want a panda massage?
I might see if I can find a little stand to mount a camera and my microphone to, and then maybe live stream when we have storms and shit, and just sit there and bullshit.
Yeah.
That was just rude.
Yeah, it is.
Albino Tyrone.
Okay. Is that how you spell albino?
I think so.
Albino.
Close enough.
Okay. That way Abe won't feel so bad. Then, of course, we have one more to go,
Let's see.
and you can name him. Perfect. Perfect.
Nice. They'll never guess who we are.
Yeah, we're incognito now. We've altered our nom de plume.
Well, guys, I'm gonna get going here. Brandon, have a safe rest of your night.
He's got some bananas to go gobble.
Yep. He's a banana gobbler.
You should, you get a chance, show Riggs that
Or
That,
skim some bananas.
Randy Savage video.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
It's ma'am.
yeah, I've got your phone number. I'll text it to
Yeah.
you.
All right, we'll talk to you later, guys. Have a safe
Later,
trip.
later. Well, guys,
Mr.
I think
Miss-
I'm going
Mr.
to be
Sucky
heading on back.
Fucky.
Yeah, goodbye,
Is
Mr. Sucky Fucky.
Bye-bye.
Fuck you, big boy.
So,
Yeah, you better get moving.
yeah,
Make up.
I got a haul.
I'll be up for a while, so I'll probably be in the stream fucking with you.
Okay. Wish I could have stayed longer, but
Well, you know, business comes first. I get it.
Yep.
You know, and I'd rather you handle your shit than flap your cock holster.
7 people have been fucking in the private chat. Let's see who. It's heavy 4-speed. Guys are going to get kicked out. Low romantic. I'm on my earbud. Mic doesn't work. Only left.
Because it's
left
up
one
as 4th
only.
point.
I'm charging the right one. When Landon was driving. He can read when not driving. No. Okay.
He's a chatty Cathy.
Now we know. Hey, he changed his name back.
What?
Maybe it doesn't show up in the chat that way. Let's try. Post comment. Oh, it does. It changes it. Changes it back to the name of the channel.
Oh, damn.
So Mr. Sucky Fucky was still Mr. Sucky Fucky until he changes it for himself. But
It's always it's funny to fuck with them and change it, and then wait for
yeah, Ape was all over that shit. Just bam, he saw it. Really classic.
He's an observant ape.
He is a very observant agape. Well, Riggs,
Huh?
it is time. I gotta go.
Yeah. Safe travels.
Thank you very much.
Hopefully, no more rubber issues.
Yeah. Hopefully, no more guys jumping out in the middle of the road either.
Yeah, you don't need lot lizards like me coming up to you.
Later, man. Thank you very much for coming. We will go back to Cam. Turn the cam on. Come on, Cam. We have the T&A truck wash. That's got to be the best truck wash ever. You are absolutely correct, Hemi. Nobody stretches Frank like Riggs. Where is Frank, that little bastard? He needs to get in here.
Enjoying the future, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's got to be it. It's a shame I couldn't stay longer. But it's already 9:30.
Short visit.
Yeah. Good to see him, though. Good to see him.
Yeah, totally.
Well, if Doug, the incommunicating one, lives by the casino, exit is coming right up. So we're very close to Doug. He's just one exit away.
What does the sign on the out of business brothel say?
Oh, I've heard this one. I don't know what to say. I mean,
Beat it. We're closed.
yep. Beat it. Beat it. Well, it looks like this way station is like your brothel. It's closed too.
Close. What's the difference between oral sex and anal sex?
I don't know, Emmy, tell me.
Oral sex will make your day. Anal sex will make your whole week.
Ah, that's true. Very true. Riggs knows about that. He piped right up on that one.
It's a joke for Frank. Riggs has weakened his hole for sure.
Yeah.
I hear Riggs is like a Pringles can. So is Agape at work?
No, he's got to go to work tomorrow, though. He worked today.
Right. Oh, he worked today. Right. He's not night shift. Right.
No, his weekend is Thursday and Friday.
That's right. But he's like on the day shift. So, right. Yeah. Oh, Riggs is chirping in the chat.
What's he chirping about now?
He says Frank is well blown out. And then he laughs at the Pringles can comment. And he says he's a Pringles can, and it's like a hot dog in a hallway, Frank.
Oh, my goodness.
I know. Poor Frank.
For many reasons, true. Very true. Good.
It's like his supper time there. He should be here soon.
Hey, Sergeant Grinch, welcome.
Riggs says one must always chirp at Frank, and then he goes on to call him a ninja watcher. That's like pot calling kettle black kind of thing.
Yeah.
I guess there'll be no sermon tomorrow. Hammer's still on vacation, right?
I don't know. If there is a sermon, it'll be on Chronix or Hamster Stream again. We'll have to keep an eye out. I don't know which day the strike started for Hammer. It might be over tomorrow. I did check.
Good night, Grinch. What do you have to check?
Well, I-29 South was going through some construction before Christmas, and that's the last time I drove it. That it was actually shut as you go through Omaha or Council Bluffs, I guess. And I'm wondering if that's still true.
It's showing as red, like traffic or slow, but it doesn't show it as closed.
Okay, good. Well, the traffic department has you do this fucking loop around downtown Omaha where you have to drive all the way over to Nebraska, go to the west side of Omaha, and then back on I-80 to hook back up with 29. And slow I'll do. I don't know. But if it was closed, I was going to take, I think it's like 380 or 280 or 480 or something like that. Anyways, the one that comes up and hooks into 29 north of town, allowing people on I-80 to bypass Council Bluffs and Omaha completely if they're going to head north on I-29 or from I-29 to points east, like Des Moines.
Riggs says it's still closed.
Okay.
He looking it up on Iowa 511. It's showing 29 is closed at Omaha. I'm only looking on the Trucker Pass. I'm sure if I looked on Google, it might show me more. Yeah, I-29 is going to be closed till November 23rd. So
Yeah, that's fucked up.
it's a big project.
Yep. And the thing is it wasn't all that bad. I don't understand why they fucking tore it all up and then started over. Hey, JR. Boy, my eyes are getting heavy. I think I'm gonna pull off at the next rest area or truck stop. Got the last spot. Well, gentlemen, I was having trouble keeping it between the lines, yawning, eyes getting tired. I think it's time to put her down for the night. Remember your 3 tenets of MGTOW. No marriage, no cohabitation, and no kids. Peace out, brothers. I'll see you on the road tomorrow.